Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we have episode number 5 of Hold My Ace. You guys probably remember this series. If you're new to the channel, this is a series where I just have about 3 tier 10 preferably, sometimes lower tier, ace games in World Tanks Blitz. And we just do a replays video of them. And I just commentate over them and things like that. So first one here we have is in the T62A. This is by Pew Pew Gunner, and T62A is a fantastic thing. This is definitely the best, it's the best tech tree. You could say it's the best out of any of the, ones, but it's, the T22 is probably better. You gotta admit, the T22 is probably better. And regardless, it's one of the best tier 10 medium tanks. That's what I'm trying to say. And I just got a notification, sorry about that. And look at that bounce off the rear though. But what makes this tank so great is the gun, the armor profile. It's very good. The turret, of course, you saw that bounce right there, is a very, very strong turret. One of the best on a medium tank. It has these tiny hatches on there, and they are very hard to hit. They're basically never hit. As well, it does have just kind of troll armor all around. And then, of course, it has a fantastic gun. I mean, the accuracy on this gun is absolutely amazing. This is one of the most, if not the most accurate tank in the entire game. It's a laser beam. So, as you can see, I mean, by that, look how, it's just so accurate. So, pumped up already 1800 damage, 860 blocked, and 2 kills. So, not half bad already. Flank is cleared. Whenever you've cleared a flank in a T62A, you know it's probably going to be a win. It's kind of almost hard to lose after that. And, I mean, just look at this poor email, too. Like, what's he doing? He's pushing a T62A. I mean, as you can see, the T62A, very mobile. It just completely farms heavy tanks. And you could probably pull around there and just go hold down and never get pinned. So that's what he's going to do here. Pull around here and gets a very nice shot there. That one almost missed into the side of the email, too, who's already around half HP now. I kind of feel bad for this email, too. There's literally nothing he can do. I mean, look at this. He bounces, and T62A, he is going to try to get behind, kind of almost use this guy as a body shield, and look at that. Another bounce. Already up to almost 4k damage now. There goes the email too. Just a K91 left over here now, who as well is pushing. Gets a nice fire right there. It's burning over 500, 600 damage on the burn, which is very helpful, of course. And as you can see, this is why this tank is fantastic. The gun is just a beast. The armor profile there then helps it so much because you can shoot so much. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. I love this tank. So 5,900 damage, 1,600 blocked, and 3 kills. A very nice game right there. Of course, an ace. It actually was 6,140 damage, my bad. And 1,661 base XP, not bad at all. So, another notification. Sorry about that. So, another game here by Pew Pew Gunner. This is in the Vickers Light. Another fantastic tier 10. This is probably my favorite tier 10 light. There's only 3, so it's not that hard to have a favorite one. But this is probably my favorite one because of the hesh on the gun. It's not true hesh, but it can pin quite a few things. It's like 110 millimeters, I think, of pin. It's enough where you can pin pretty much every medium and in the side, and quite a few heavies in the rear and stuff. So it is very helpful. And as well, this thing has an extremely good, it's the best spotting range in the game, so you're going to spot up a lot of tanks really quickly with this thing. And as well, it is very mobile, has a troll turret, which is, you know, really not something a light tank should have. Great pin, great accuracy. It's just a fantastic tank all around, basically, for a light tank. And look at that shot right there, very nice. As you can see, good accuracy on this tank here. And just going to farm up this Projetta, who is, as you can see, you can pin with the hesh. Unfortunately, that one does miss, not quite connecting right there. But as you can see, the tank, the hesh is usable on most medium tanks, especially those lightly armored ones. And gonna go first shot there on the E5, kind of just hoping it would go in, but it unfortunately didn't. Fortunately, though, the E5 did miss as well. So gonna try to prevent this E5 from pushing up too far, and he does bounce the E5 right there on that shot. And as you can see, we're already a minute and 40 seconds into the battle, and nobody has died. Barely any HP has been lost on either of the teams, so kind of a slow game so far. Gonna get a bounce right there. That's what I'm talking about on the turret. This tank, very troll on the turret for a light tank. Really should not be that good, but it is, and that's why this tank is overpowered. Some would say, I say it's definitely a strong tank. I don't know if it's overpowered because, of course, it is still a light tank. You can bully it. It's very small and stuff like that, but it's definitely a very strong tank. So gets a nice shot off right there. Trying to get another one with the heat onto this email too, he is going to get with the penetration with the heat. And up to 1200 damage now, and my goodness, I'm getting so many notifications. I'm going to put that on silent next time I record. And does get a bounce right there. Unfortunately, and as you can see, we are now what is this, 2.5 minutes into the game, and still not like really anyone has died, just one on each team. So a very slow game, very close right now. You really don't know who's going to win in these types of games until the very end. So this E5 is now pushing, gets the track, but the E5 is still able to take out the 704. STB is now down to one shot, so it's really not looking too good for green team here. There goes the STB. Gonna try first shot on that E5. Unfortunately, it did miss. So this object 263, who is a two-shot, is now pushing, gets a very nice, I think that's a max roll actually, into our guy right here. And gonna go for the clear though, because the object does have a longer reload. Gets shot again. I think that was by the, I don't know who that was by actually. Yeah, I don't know who that was by, sorry. But he is now on half HP, and the game is still looking really close. It's looking a little better for our guys right here, but that WZ has now been taken out, and it is starting to look a little worse now. Up to 2400 damage, if you notice, one kill. So, I mean, already not too bad of a game. Still tons of damage to be dealt in this battle, and there goes the email too. Progetto looks like he's going to be poking, gonna pre-aim a shot there, does get the shot off right as the Progetto pokes around the corner. Unfortunately, at that angle, you really can't pin the Progetto's front with HE, but does go for the lower plate with the regular over the 3k damage mark now. And as you can see, 750 bounce, you know, for a light tank, not half bad. I mean, you really shouldn't be bouncing in a light tank, but that's kind of a common thing to do in this tank, actually. It's more like a medium tank with fantastic mobility. Gets another nice shot there into the Progetto, who is poked just enough for him to put a shot into. E5 is now rushing this guy over here. The Conway does get taken out by the WT. Gonna really want to deal with this E5 right now. He is pretty much the main issue, but he is now a one-shot to this E5. Gonna be able to get one more shot off before the E5 reloads, but in a tough situation right here, you really don't want to be a one-shot whenever there's an E5 pushing you. But it's a Vickers Light. What'd you expect? Did you expect him to pin? Yeah, no, you shouldn't have, because it's a Vickers Light. You don't pin a Vickers Light. Unfortunately, that Hesh does actually bounce right there. Well, not bounce, it does, doesn't pin, but of course you're in a Vickers Light, so I mean, it doesn't matter. Gets another bounce, absolutely ridiculous. This is why this tank is actually just stupid. Progetto is now, Progetto is a one-shot, and there's just a WT left besides that, so as long as you play it careful right here, it's a pretty easy win, to be honest. As long as you clear that Progetto, and then it's just a WT. WTs are very easy to clear. I mean, no big deal at all right there. Waiting for that Progetto, who is right there somewhere. This Chieftain is over 1000 HP, so the Chieftain should be pushing, which he is doing, so he is playing that right, because whenever you are heavy with that much HP, you really should be pushing, especially when it's just a Progetto and a WT left. There is the Progetto, been spotted up, as well as the WT. Chieftain gets a ton of HP knocked off and cleared by the Progetto, but the Vickers does clear out that Progetto, just leaving this WT. And this will be tricky because you really just one splash from HE by that WT and you will be taken out. So you do want to stay careful right here. As long as you don't push too aggressive, you should be okay. But as you can see, there is only 50 seconds left in this battle. A very slow, long battle. If you couldn't tell, but you want to finish these battles, because whenever you have around 5k damage and there's 1k left, you really know if you get this shot off, get these shots off, you're going to get an ace. So with 30 seconds left, the WT misses, gets a max roll, and bounces that HE, or not bounce, sorry, but splashes that HE, but of course is able to take him out before the reload. 4 kills, 6,071 damage, 1,550 HP dealt. So yeah, that was today's episode of Hold My Ace. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, have another one coming out eventually as soon as I get a few more aces. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.